As MCU Collector here with the next video. I know it's been a couple of days since I did the last Magneto video. It's just been busy, and I had that Hot Wheel video in between. But I'm here to catch up, so hopefully I can get through quite a few of these tonight, because I really want to open them all up and really get to the Build-A-Figure. So hopefully I can get through these all tonight. If not, then I would say definitely at least 2 to 3. But I really do want to get them all done, so we'll try and get through them. But here next up is Gladiator. Now this is a figure that I think everyone wanted 2 years ago. I don't think they want him now, although some people are probably happy to get him because he was previously only available as part of the SDCC exclusive Thanos Imperative set. So I'm sure there's still folks out there that really want him. I think he's definitely going to be the peg warmer of the wave, though. But still happy to have him. I had that Comic-Con exclusive one for a very short time. I got it in a lot that I had bought, and I just turned around and sold it again because I really didn't need it, didn't want it. I'm not familiar with the character at all. So this video, I'm just going to show you the figure. I'm not going to talk about the character because I just don't know anything. But here we go. The Hasbro Marvel Legends series X-Men Wave 3 Apocalypse Build-A-Figure. So here, same packaging as all the other X-Men figures. X-Men logo there, Marvel's Gladiator. X logo at the top, Marvel's Apocalypse. Take a look at the back of the figure, back of the package, and you see we have the product shot of the figure, and the bio reads, "The leader of the Imperial Guard, Gladiator shoots heat beams from his eyes and commands his forces with formidable strength." Pretty cool. Here is the entire wave. So the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure there. We've already looked at Wolverine and Magneto. We are on number 3, Gladiator. Next up will be Sabretooth, then Storm, then Multiple Man, and then to finish it off, we will do Psylocke, and then the Build-A-Figure. So pretty cool. Side artwork. Artwork looks really cool. You can see the smoke coming from his laser beam eyes, I guess. And then there is the UPC for you folks. Let's open it up and take a look. Guys, here is the Gladiator figure out of the box. It's kind of wavy here going on. Solid figure. It's nothing too special for me. It's just another figure in the wave. For me personally, I know there's going to be fans of this character, no doubt. But for me, it's an okay figure. I mean, aesthetically, it looks good, but he's kind of a pain with this cape. I mean, he's very, very back heavy because the cape is heavy. You really have to work it to really get him to stand and balance. So before we look closely at the figure, let's take a look at the Apocalypse head, the Build-A-Figure piece. Looking pretty good. It's hard to tell in there with the way how the paint comes out, but he's got that black eyeliner. I can see some gray on this side. So not perfectly around his eye. It's not bad. Got some cool purple inside there on the inner mouth part. I don't know if that's going to be like his gums. The teeth look good. The blue came out okay. And then it's like... Actually, look at that. That's kind of odd. This face part is a whole separate piece that's glued on there. I wonder why they did it that way. That's really weird. Really, really weird because it doesn't even line up perfectly. If you could see that there's a little gap in there that it's not perfectly lined up and shaped to fit that space. That's a little odd, but we'll take a closer look at that as we get to the Build-A-Figure video. Here's going to be Gladiator. This is going to be a short video. Fair warning now, because I don't know anything about the character. I'm not going to talk about the character. I'm just going to look at the figure. This is a Hyperion mold body, one that we've seen used many, many, many times. There's no difference, but we'll take a close look at the figure. I'm not going to go over the articulation. So the head sculpt looks pretty good. Now, from what I remember of the SDCC exclusive, it was a lot shinier, but it is the same head. So the paint is the same, but one thing I do like, I mean, there's a lot of pivot in there, so it sits on his head weird. But mine, anyway, as you can see, it's not loose. I remember the SDCC exclusive, that thing was wobbling like crazy. This guy, I mean, it moves, but it's going to stay in place. So that's good. So it's not too loose. But it does just kind of sit on there weird. You can see that it just kind of sits like at the top of that ball. So the port, the peg hole there is very shallow. So it should be deeper so it fits better on there. But I mean, same one with the SDCC exclusive. So they didn't really fix it other than it's definitely on there tight. See, it's not wobbling around like that other one would have. The cape is all red and yellow. A little bit sloppy on the yellow. It's not a clean line at all. If you could see, I mean, look at that. It just kind of really missed the mark. Now, one thing from this wave, and I'm not one to complain very much, but this whole wave, there's some QC issues when it comes to the paint. I don't know why this entire wave, but it seems like it's almost every figure. Like even here on the legs, like this red and blue, it does not have clean lines. You can see. Now, some of it's going to be because of the creases and everything. I get it. But Hasbro should do a better job than that. They really should. But it is what it is. Now, this figure does not have any shading to it. The Comic-Con exclusive one did have shading in the red, which actually looked pretty good. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of shading because I like to think that sometimes it can be overdone and not really look good. I think Hasbro, for the most part, actually does good. It's just the Toy Biz figures that I see from pictures. Mind you, I don't have any in person, or I've seen very many in person to really be probably a good enough judge for that. But from what I've seen, I just never really cared for it. It even got a little bit of yellow splash right there, the paint. But the cape ports into the back of the figure like so. Well, that port is actually pretty soft, so you have to be careful when getting it in there, when porting it in, and it just kind of sits there. But again, you're really gonna have to get the figure to balance to be able to, for him to stand with that cape. See, I can't do it. Yeah, see, it's kind of a pain. Looking closely here at the chest, this triangle piece, you can see the paint is just real sloppy. Fuzzy lines, even the red and blue there. God, I don't know what it was about this wave. Man. But the figure looks good. I mean, it is what it is. I need to complete the Apocalypse Build-A-Figure. But let me know down in the comments, what's your favorite part about this character, the favorite thing? What's one of the most interesting storylines he's been a part of? Give me some info if you guys have it. I'd really like to read up on it. Let me know, guys, down in the comments below. Any other questions that you might have for me, down in the comments below. Hit that thumbs up video if you like the video. It's probably not a very good video. But if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. But as always, thank you for watching.